Hello and welcome to our review of the Amex Centurion Lounge at London's Heathrow Airport Terminal 3. On our recent trip to the States, we found ourselves without access to an airline lounge, so we were happy that we were Platinum card holders, which would grant us access to the Centurion Lounge. On our arrival, the airport was utterly chaotic, so getting access to a lounge was a top priority. There were various options available to us via the priority pass that comes with the Amex Platinum, and we will put links to our reviews of those in the comments below, or you can click the links above. But none of them come close to the Centurion Lounge, and in this video we will show you why. The Centurion Lounge is Amex's range of premium lounges for exclusive use to holders of the Amex Platinum personal and business credit cards, along with Centurion card holders and Delta Sky Miles Reserve card holders. A boarding pass is required and you are only allowed access to the lounge 3 hours before the scheduled takeoff time. The rules have changed for US card holders and additional guests are now charged at $50 per person or $30 for under 18s, with under 2s free. Card holders from other countries like us from the UK are still allowed to bring 2 guests per card holder. However, this may not last too much longer. We have the full access policy up on screen, so pause if you want to read that in a bit more detail. Inside, the lounge is actually pretty small, and it's entirely enclosed, so no natural light, which is disappointing. There are essentially just 2 main rooms, a large dining room style space with bar and buffet, and a more relaxed lounge style space. There is also a business style space with large and impressive boardroom table, privacy pods, and really useful phone rooms so you can make your calls without disrupting the whole lounge. Despite the small size, it does just about seem to cope with the amount of custom it receives. We visited one of the peak travel times for Heathrow, but we got a decent seat straight away and watched many people come and go, with very few struggling to get seats they wanted. The decor is instantly recognisable as an Amex Centurion Lounge. These are always themed in a similar way and with just subtle alterations to match the location. For London, this included Britpop artwork and local art pieces and various little touches that scream Rule Britannia, but it's all pretty subtle and the branded Centurion theming wins out, such as the recognisable bookcases, Amex detailing and plush wooden finishes. The lounge area has some pretty quirky seating options that look cool, but do not really make the best of the space. We liked the small pods along the back that offer a little privacy, and that is where we set up camp. The food was really good. Buffets are not our favourite option for food, and sometimes the quality can be pretty poor and the food lukewarm at best. But here everything was super fresh and hot, and the quality right up there. Proper English back bacon, plump Lincolnshire sausages, hot and crispy hash browns. It was really excellent. The French toast looked really good too, and after a self-constructed full English, we just had enough room to give it a try, and it was phenomenal. Most notably, the smoky notes in the real maple syrup really stood out, an excellent dish that tasted even better than it looked. Overall, the food was probably the best offering we have had in any lounge that only offers a buffet. Again, the drink options were excellent. The large bar was well stocked with some great wines and a nice selection of draft and bottled beers. We started off with some bubbles, despite it being only 9 AM, and then moved on to the excellent cocktail menu. The breakfast martini was a must, and it was really nice with a sharp, tangy kick, and the cobblestone was really unique, a rich, boozy, cider-based drink. We also tried the classics, and the bartender made a mean old-fashioned. There were also plenty of non-boozy options with self-serve coffee machines, water fountains, and even some health shots that went some small way to offsetting the booze. Maybe. The facilities are pretty limited really. The business suite is useful if you are wanting to work, however we found with the limited space this really had been overrun with just people looking for a seat. We loved the phone rooms and the toilets were clean, modern and stylish. Being a morning flight we skipped the showers, but they were available and looked excellent. There were also lots of plugs and sockets around to top up your batteries, and the Wi-Fi was fast and reliable. Overall, despite its small size, lack of natural light, and the new and restrictive entry requirements, we really liked the lounge. The food offering was just so far above the regular fare, and the drinks were high quality, top shelf and flowing freely. When we visited, the lounge seemed to be pretty much at its comfortable limit during this peak time, but still offered places to sit and enough space and room you were not on top of other guests. Really, if you have the chance to visit the lounge and do not have an airline alternative, this is probably the best lounge at Heathrow. Sure, it can't compete with the top end first class and business lounges, but you have to pay a pretty high price to secure access to those. All in all, there is a lot to like and very little to complain about. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel to get more of our airline content along with a host of travel related videos from our adventures across the States. Thanks for watching.